Hello everyone and welcome back to the Car Ghost channel. I'm gonna do this quick because I am late for my oil change appointment. You know that from the last episode we said we're gonna be getting rid of Slate. A fun story I'm gonna tell you after we changed the oil. Creepy, and it left me freaking confused. Today we're gonna be changing the oil. We're gonna be doing engine oil flush, and then we're gonna add hydraulic lifter fluid so we can quiet down those lifters. So whoever buys the car, CarMax probably, we'll see, maybe we can make a CarMax episode. They don't suspect the lifter thingy, or it's a collapsed lifter, I know that for sure, but we'll probably see if we can quiet it down just a little bit. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Liqui Moly engine flush. It's their Pro line product. We're gonna put it inside the oil. We're gonna run the car at idle for 10 to 15 minutes. We're gonna do 10 because I don't think we have too much sludge in it. Let's put it in and then we'll change the oil. This thing has a cap and a seal on the inside, and if it's not sealed with this little plastic thing, it means it's not packed in Germany. It's what Liqui Moly says, and in she goes. Also, we're kind of blurry. I don't know why camera doesn't want to zoom. It has like a very light piss color, and let's start the car and run it up a little. You can clearly hear the lifter noise as it is now. The car is gonna idle for 10 minutes, then we're gonna flush the oil. Woohoo! It's a loud fan. We're gonna flush the oil and add the hydraulic fluid and the new oil. All right. Ideally, after the engine flush, we could drain the oil and get all the chemicals out with the oil, and then we'll put some fresh oil. Drippy, drippy. Yeah. Okay, so this is the next step. It's the hydraulic lifter additive. It's supposed to quiet down the lifter, and as you heard a little bit ago, lifters are quite noisy. So we'll put that in there, but first we're gonna put like 5 quarts of oil. We'll put this. Ideally, I should have bought 2 of them. I don't know if the camera can focus. We're having focusing problems today. We're gonna put 5 quarts. We're gonna put this. Then we're gonna top it off up until until the right level. Whole thing. Ooh, that's another piece colored thingy, but it's kind of gelatinous. It's kind of thick. So all of it went down, and now we're gonna top off the oil until the appropriate level, and we'll fire it up, see if the lifters get a bit quieter. We can still hear them, but we're gonna run the car a little more and like a little bit when the oil level is correct, and then we should hear a bit less noise from the lifters. I don't expect miracle because the hydraulic lifter fluid usually helps when there is sludge preventing the oil from getting into the lifter, but I'll be very happy with just a little bit of a quieter noise because my lifter, I am pretty sure it's collapsed. Alright, the real moment of truth now. We stopped that fan over there so it doesn't make too much noise. We're gonna start the car and hear what happens to the lifters. We'll wait a few seconds after. Alright, sounds to me pretty much the same as before, but that is at no fault to Liqui Moly's hydraulic lifter fluid. It's just the lifter is completely gone. So now we'll be having a question right after the story time. So let me get out of A&M before they kick me out, because they are nice enough to take me at the end of their workday, and I don't want to abuse that kindness of theirs. So let me go out and then story time, and then we'll talk about Slate. So dirty, but we're gonna wash it for the next episode, and I think we're gonna go to CarMax and see what they say and how much they want to give for Slate. Every YouTuber has done this so far, so why can't we? And hopefully they give us a decent amount of money so we can, I don't want to say get rid of the car, but park with it. Yeah, that sounds better. Alright, little update. I don't know if it's because it's super noisy over here, but I hear the lifters just a tiny little bit less. So what I said a bit earlier doesn't apply. They are a bit less noisy, and to be fair to Liqui Moly, we're gonna drive the car, we won't floor it, we'll drive it for a little bit, give it the chance to lubricate itself, as you say. And after story, we're gonna check back with it, see how the noise level is. But pretty much, I mean, there is a fan and there is some George Schmo doing something over there, so I can hear it a lot less, but maybe because we're right next to the street. Let's drive it a little bit. Story time. All right, story freaking time. I'm gonna make this real quick because I know you guys don't have much time to listen to my rambling, but yesterday I work a job that goes from a place to a place and fixes stuff, right? So after I left the location yesterday, I sat down in the car and I pulled up my phone and I started talking to a dealer about the car and how I have a trade-in and stuff like that. Long story short, this car has been giving me a lot of issues, and it has a lot of codes, check engine, misfire, this and that. The moment I hang up the phone, I started the car, the check engine light disappeared, the car started running normal. I kid you not, I got so confused that I was like, what the hell happened? This car is possessed or something. So I will turn the camera around just for a second. Here we go. I am driving a little bit, so look at that. No check engine light, no nothing. I did not delete the codes. I swear, the car is possessed. Later on that night, I went to a different location. I put a little bit of gas. I get on the highway, and I kid you not, I press the gas and I feel like the car wants to go. I don't. You're gonna think I'm crazy, and I am crazy, but I brought it up to we were in Mexico obviously, but we went 110, 120 on the highway, and the car felt so good. It was like intense. It really wanted to go, and I felt so ecstatic. It's like the first time I drove this car, and I fell in love with it again. So I won't go as far as not getting rid of it, but it made me warm and fuzzy inside. Of course, obviously, you still have the tick, which is a mechanical damage, and it cannot be fixed by just putting additive. We're gonna check if it's a little quieter now in a little bit after we finish the story. But I got so confused from this, I just wanted to share it. On top of that, I think I'm still attached to this car. So if any of you want to donate $5,000, we will strip everything, sell the seats, all the interior. We'll put racing seats, coilovers, we'll rebuild the engine, and we're going to make it a race car. How about that? $5,000. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. I'll take donations. I am desperate. With that said, let's go and see if the car is at least a little bit quieter from the Liqui Moly. Again, Liqui Moly is not at fault. It is a mechanical damage, and the lifters are collapsed, even probably damaged more than that. Liqui Moly is great if you have built up, the hydraulic lifters are not lubricated enough. It forces the oil to go through that little hole that lubricates the lifter through, and it really works. I've seen it work on different cars, and that's why I tried it. But on my car, sadly, it cannot be fixed with just Liqui Moly, a hydraulic lifter fully. So yeah, let's do a little bit of a sound check, and then we'll conclude this video. All right, you can still hear it. It is very noticeable. I drove the car a good 20 miles, not pushing it or anything. Apparently we have a problem, and that's why the car is gonna be leaving. If you guys liked today's video, why not hit the thumbs up? And if you're excited about the next episode where we're going to CarMax, why not subscribe for a lot more videos to come, including the next one. Bye.